Now, focus in the center of the forehead. Bring all your attention to the center of the forehead and try to see yourself as a point of light. I am an eternal, imperishable, peaceful, loveful, blissful point of light, sparkling and shining in the middle of the forehead like a star. I am the owner of this body. I am an eternal actor performing a character role. This body is my costume. The whole world is like a big drama. But I am a hero actor. I am playing a life-changing role. I am making a difference by bringing positive change in others' lives. I'm not concerned about losing. Failures may happen sometimes. But as I see this world as an eternal playground, I'm an eternal player. I always focus on my performance. I will never give up. I will give my best shot. And as I see this world as a guest house, and even my body as a temporary house, I have rented this body. I am a guest in this body and in this world. One day I will have to leave. I am going to take back good sanskaras with me, good karma with me. So I am not accumulating any bad karmic accounts. I am always creating good karmic accounts, giving happiness to others. I have learned that giving something to someone is going to bring that thing back to me. What I give comes back to me. As a guest, I am just giving happiness, love, peace to others. And so what I give, I get it in return. I'm a beautiful passenger. Life is just like a journey. I'm on this eternal journey. One day my stop is going to come and I'll disembark. I am on this never-ending journey. With this consciousness, I always move on happily. I always perform good actions. My drama, my act is the best act. My role is the best role. My game is the best game. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We are starting today's Murli, 14th February 2022. So, today's Murli's essence is sweet children become sensible and while moving along, serve wherever you can. Serve wherever you can. Give the father's introduction. Father's introduction means give God's introduction. Have an interest in doing service. Service means spiritual service. Today's question is, by your intellects, understanding, which aspect will you children be able to use everything you have in worthwhile way? Answer is that all of this is going to finish. All of this means by through this eyes, whatever we are seeing in this world through this eyes will be going to finish very soon. By giving 2 grains of rice, 2 grains of rice, you can receive what we can receive. Just a second. By giving 2 grains of rice means 2, we can say one type of donation. If you give a small donation like ₹1, so by giving 2 grains of rice, you can receive a palace. Because if we will give single thing in organization or in name of God, so in return, we will receive a golden palace in having in golden age and silver age. So by giving 2 grains of rice, you can receive a palace from the Father. One more thing, for your clarity, you can open a PDF which we have sent in groups, so you can understand pronunciation. So now, those whose intellects are able to understand this will use everything they have in worthwhile way for God's task. Only the poor sacrifice themselves. The Father is the bestower. For what? Bestower for peace, happiness, bliss, right? So only God is bestower. He gives you the sovereignty of having. He doesn't take anything. If we give anything to this organization, either by money or anything, so God, the Supreme Soul, do not take anything. But He used this, whatever we give, in service of other students or children's. So He doesn't taking anything because He is a bestower. Whatever we have is given by the Father, the God. So today's God is, oh beloved, come and meet us. Who is beloved? The Godfather. Come and meet us. The unhappy heart is calling out to you because in devotion, most of people call out God because of unhappiness. Now Murli starting Om Shanti. So whenever we read Om Shanti, so within yourself you have to say inside by mind and intellect Om Shanti to God. Om Shanti. See what God is saying. The lovers means the devotees. In devotion, devotees used to recall God in His love. So devotees are lovers and God is beloved. So today is Valentine Day. So our first Valentine should be the Godfather because He is the ocean of love. So the lovers means the devotees and the brides. God is bridegroom and we all soul are the brides. The brides means Sajanya. Sajanya is a Hindi word. Sajanya means brides. Devotees call out to the one beloved or the bridegroom. So God is bridegroom. All men and women call out. So bridegroom means not woman only, but man or woman. Both are first of soul. First of all, they are soul. Then they take a body of man and woman. So all men and women are soul, and the soul is devoted to God, devotees to God. So all men and women call out. There are so many of them. They call out, and so surely this proves there is the beloved for all the lovers. Everyone calls out to the one, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, come. We are remembering you a great deal. Memorials are built to many of you. All of those are memorials of human beings. There are many who remember deities such as Lakshmi and Narayan and Ram and Sita because deities are more elevated than human beings. Why they are elevated? Because they are pure. They are celibate. And one more thing, they are elevated. So one more reason is that we, the soul, in copper age and iron age, we take a birth with lust. But the deities who take a birth not by lust, but they take a birth with celibacy, with purity. They take a birth by power of connection. Means in Hindi we say yog bal, means power of connection. When the two souls in heaven meet each other and just see in forehead of each other, by this connection only they get, means they can give a birth. So deities are more elevated than human beings. This is why human beings worship deities. The highest and lowest are number wise. Everyone knows that the highest on high is God. Then there are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, subtle deities. Then there are Brahma. Brahma means corporeal Brahma. Then there are Brahma and the world mother, Mama, or we can say her name Jagadamba Saraswati. Is her original name was Radhe, but by love, all were used to tell her Mama, means mother, because the Brahma Baba given him urn of knowledge and make her mother of all the childrens, means Brahmins. So then there are Brahma and the world mother. They are the main ones of this organization. First of all, main is God, Supreme Soul. After that, Brahma and Mama, they are the main ones. It is in the intellects of you children that you receive the highest on high inheritance. You receive the highest on high inheritance. Inheritance means the kingdom of heaven, golden age and silver age. You receive the highest on high inheritance from the highest on high Baba. Baba means God. So what inheritance he gives? He gives inheritance for 20 births in heaven, but in this birth also, he gives us a lot of powers, lots of qualities, and this knowledge and divine intellect too. Now, they don't know that father. They means devotees do not know that father, means Godfather. Now, one more thing. Only when the father comes on this earth would he give his introduction. The father says, I cannot meet anyone apart from you children. Many come and say they want to meet the Mahatma Ji. Mahatma Ji is a Hindi word, its English is great soul. They want to meet the Mahatma Ji, great soul. That doesn't apply here because in this organization, there is no Mahatma system. Here, the main is Supreme God. After that, all are their children, including Brahma, Baba, and Mama. So that doesn't apply here. Here, there is the connection of the father and the children. So, Father, Supreme Father, and the children with souls. If there is a need for anyone else, that is a different matter. The father speaks the Murlis. Murlis means what you are listening now. The father speaks the Murlis in front of the children. You explain at the exhibitions. So what is the exhibitions? Whatever meditation course we have given you by pictures. So in grounds, in temples, Brahmakumaris goes and put 8 or 10 pictures and explain on that pictures very in very few time. Like on one picture they explain 1 minute, 2 minute or maximum 3 minutes. So they show main pictures. In meditation course we give 1 hour session, and that 1 hour session you see lot of pictures for one lesson. But in that exhibitions they explain on one topic's picture in very few minutes, 1, 2 or maximum 3 minutes. So that is called exhibitions. You explain at the exhibitions that he means God is the father of everyone. Those people say he is beyond name and form. You say he has a name, God has a name, a form, a place, and also an image. Name Shiv, form point of light, place supreme abode. Now image. So what is image? You can see point of light's image as well. Now we will recall or remember God for 1 minute. Om Shanti. What we have done now, we have done meditation for a minute. So this is called traffic control meditation. Means whenever we go to a road, there is a red light and we stop our vehicle. So why there is a red light? To avoid accidents. Similarly, in our mind, whole day, lot of thoughts comes. So every hour, we stop our mind for thinking more. We stop our work, whatever we are doing by our hands, and we pause our thoughts. We check whatever is going inside. Then we correct them. If anyone bad thoughts coming, we correct them and change from negative to positive. So this is called traffic control meditation. There is also application by downloading that application. Every minute that any song or music runs automatically for 1 minute, for 3 minutes, and it stops automatically. So this is called traffic control meditation. Now we continue, Murli. You say God has a name, a form, a place, and also an image. People call him, and just as souls come here, So the Supreme Soul comes. They show a bull in the Shiva temples. They call it Nandigan. And it proves that Shiva, the Supreme Soul, does come. Baba is asking us a question. So why do they then say he cannot come? People are such buddhus. Buddhus is a Hindi word. Its English is simpletons. People are such simpletons that they show Shiv on the forehead of a bull. The Supreme Soul also truly stays in the center of a forehead of the corporeal Brahma Baba's body. If God has to come, he would definitely come and sit in the center of a forehead. You can now explain at the exhibitions what Nandigan is. The father says, I only explain to the children. People say, oh God, the father, but what is the name of the father? Baba is asking you, what is the name of the father? No one is able to tell you that. They would instantly tell you the names of their physical fathers. If we ask anyone, what is your father name? They would instantly tell you the names of their physical fathers. Shiv Baba has been given many names. In fact, he should only have the one name. Only the Father enlightens you about all these things. People have degraded intellects at this time. They do not understand Alf. Alf means Supreme Soul. To study the Vedas and scriptures is all part of performing devotion. They believe they will find God by performing devotions. Devotees are human beings. They definitely do devotion to find God. But no one knows when this would happen. No one knows that when they will find God. When someone on the path of devotion has a vision, he believes he has found God. By seeing a vision, they believe that they have found God and that he has attained liberation through it. Because when you find God, he gives you liberation. He is the bestower of liberation and liberation in life. He purifies the impure and he is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. The Father is the bestower. He gives you a palace in return for 2 grains of rice. He gives you the sovereignty of the whole world. Baba says, everything is now going to be destroyed. Whatever we are seeing through this eyes is now going to be destroyed. This is why you must use everything in a worthwhile way for this task. You will receive the return of it in the future. The wealthy cannot attain anything from the Father because they cannot sacrifice themselves. They are not able to give 2 grains of rice even. Only the poor sacrifice themselves. If someone is sensible, he can serve while along the he can serve while walking along the road. While moving along, first of all, becomes someone's friend, and then sit and give that person knowledge, God's knowledge. Knowledge is very easy. Simply ask them. Now we have to ask questions to others. Have you heard the name of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? If we are not going to anywhere, but we get connected with people by messages, by call, also we can ask at that time. Have you heard the name of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? This is something first class because he is called the Supreme Father. He is the Father of everyone. Just as a scorpion would only sting something soft, scorpion, a animal, would only sting something soft. So you do the same business. Teach everyone Raj Yoga and they will become they will become princes and princesses of the golden age. There you will have beautiful children. In golden age, you will have beautiful children. So explain to them that they have to claim their inheritance from the father. It is all a matter of the intellect. Visions are a common thing. Some have visions of one thing and others have visions of something else. That too is to show you your aim and objective. Like Brahma Baba in 1936, he got a vision of deity Vishnu, and the voice from above, from sky, came, and God said him in Hindi. It is called Tatatvam, means you was the Vishnu deity. Now again you have to be like that. So it is called aim and objective. So our aim and objective is to be a deity like Shri Krishna, or we can say Narayan or Vishnu. So Baba says, if you remember me and remain pure and celibate, you will attain a status like that, like deity status. To live together with everyone at home and claim a status is high destination. Break away from everyone else and connect yourself to the one. Break away from everyone. So means not to break a relationships, but break away by mind and intellect only, and connect yourself to the one by mind and intellect. This requires effort. Sannyasis means who leave home and sacrifice home and becomes surrender. So sannyasis renounce everything and go away. Here, your intellects have to remember while living with everyone that this old world is already destroyed. We have to think this old world is already destroyed by our mind and intellect. We have to return home and we will then go to heaven and rule the kingdom. This old world is to be destroyed. Make effort while keeping this in your intellect. Stay doing the service of remembrance for 8 hours. Some ask how that is possible. Those who are devotees of Krishna on the path of devotion also remove their intellects from everything else and simply remember Krishna alone. If someone is a devotee of Ram, he would remember Ram. Remember the kingdom of Ram. Remember the kingdom of Ram means heaven, the golden age and silver age. So remember the kingdom of Ram. Ram means here Shiv, the Godfather, established kingdom of heaven which is called Ramraj. Remember the kingdom of Ram, for only if you do that constantly will your final thoughts lead you to your destination. It takes efforts to remember Ram. Ram means Shiv Baba, God, and go to the kingdom of Ram. No one else can teach you how to make such effort. In this world, no one can teach. There is the verse, whatever you remember in your final moments is where you are led to. Final moments while before leaving body. So is where you are led to. Even sannyasis and gurus means mentors, have to stay in remembrance, for only then will their final thoughts lead them to the destination. But Baba says, God says, not a single sannyasis go to the supreme abode because they do not know the God, however God is. First of all, see now God is saying us to ask question to others. First of all, ask them where they want to go. You want to return, but where to? On the path of devotion, they do not receive the strength to enable them to connect their intellects to the one. Only the one Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, is the Almighty Authority. His part is recorded. Remember the highest on high Father, and you will go to his land. Sannyasis cannot be called deities. They come here on this earth in the copper age. God himself comes and says, children, remember me. I also explain the world cycle to you, through which you become rulers of the globe. Only the Father explains this knowledge. You can explain using these pictures. The highest on high, incorporeal God, resides in the incorporeal world. That is the highest on high place. We deities also reside there. Means deities means we were soul earlier. Still we are soul, but we have taken this body to play a part. So we souls were used to live in that incorporeal world. The deities also reside there. The subtle deities reside in the subtle region. There is no world cycle there in subtle region. Then lower down, the maximum splendor is in the temples to Lakshmi and Narayan. There isn't as much in the temples to the World Mother and the World Father. The Jagadamba temple is completely ordinary. Why? Because on the confluence edge, our Mama Jagadamba remained very simple, very ordinary. So her temple is also completely ordinary. Look at the Jagadamba temple and the Lakshmi and Narayan temple. And there is the difference of day and night. People don't know that Jagadamba becomes Lakshmi. In confluence age, she is a Jagadamba. In golden age, she becomes a Lakshmi. You know this. This one is also extremely ordinary. And so the temple built to him is also very ordinary. This one means Brahma Baba is also extremely ordinary. And so the temple built to him is also very ordinary. They have also created ordinary images. They show a dark image of Jagadamba. Why dark image? Because in golden age, the soul of Jagadamba, the deity Lakshmi, taken a birth with celibacy and purity. So the soul was pure, so the image was also brightened. And the soul of Lakshmi, taken a birth after birth and reached in copper age and iron age, she became impure, she went in lust way. And she became impure, so her images started to make in dark color or black color. They show a dark image of Jagadamba. You know that you are studying Raja Yoga at the confluence age, and you then become as beautiful as Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan in the future. It is also written that establishment takes place through Brahma, but it can only take place through knowledge. Once again, we will read. Establishment takes place through Brahma, but it can only take place through knowledge. So Godfather established the new world through Brahma. There is no question of nectar emerging from the mouth of a cow. Baba gives Krishna his inheritance at the confluence age because it is the confluence age they have put Krishna's name instead of Shiva's name. You now know that Jagadamba becomes Lakshmi, and after 84 births, Lakshmi becomes Jagadamba. This is the clan of Brahma, which then becomes the deity clan. Those of the deity clan take 84 births and then belong to the Shudra clan at the end of Iron Age. These are such good points. Someone who is unable to imbibe is called a dullhead. Means not with good intellect. There are many centers where they are able to conduct classes by themselves. God, the Father, says, become students with sharp intellects. Serviceable children are remembered a great deal, and they also receive invitations to teach this Rajoga meditation course. The father to remember such children. In a school, some are sharp and others are dull. This is a school we are studying knowledge, And we are getting this knowledge through God Father. So, in a school, some are sharp and others are dull, but all are children. However, some have committed so much sin that they are unable to become pure and charitable souls. They repeatedly fall because they are not be able to remain celibate and pure. So they repeatedly fall in lust and becomes impure and impure. There should be so much incognito happiness experienced when we become a pure. Only the Father is the stick for the blind. No one else can be this. Dear God, see now, we, the souls, tells the God, Dear God, you are the stick for the blind. Here, everyone is given their individual medicine. Medicine means this knowledge, right? So, if there is any householders, so Brahma Baba or sisters who are surrender in centers and who are a medium to give this knowledge, either brother or sister, they give different opinion to different person. They give different opinions to householders. They give different opinion to virgin sisters and brothers. So according to their intellect, they give that opinions. So medicines means opinion. Here everyone is given their individual medicine. Those who do not have an eye of knowledge are said to be blind. Shiv Baba comes in the night of the Iron Age. They speak of the night of Krishna, and there is also the night of Shiva. So night means not this day or night, means not the night which is included in day and night. Night means ignorance. Ignorance means night. Shiv is the supreme soul, God. Baba is asking us, Shiv is the supreme soul, God, and so which night is his? Which night? So when he takes a birth means incarnation in Brahma Baba's body is called Shivratri. Ratri means night, or it's called Shiv Jayanti. Jayanti means birth. So which night is his? You know that the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age is called the night. Having been stumbling along on the path of devotion, everyone has become distressed. They say that God is infinite, or they say that they are the Supreme Soul. People started to call themselves as a Supreme Soul. So, how much blind faith? So much is explained to you. Some have a lot of interest in serving. Baba too has an interest. But it is not the law for Baba to go anywhere. Baba means Brahma Baba. It is not the law for Brahma Baba to go anywhere because he has the responsibility to manage the Madhuban, the place, and children who are surrendered to look after that. So, we, the children, go everywhere and spread this knowledge. It is said, Son shows the Father. Means we children, we are sons of God. We shows the Father, or we give the introduction of Father to others. There are so many children. Many more will continue to come in this path of spiritual knowledge. They will sit in queues outside. Now, less people come in Brahma Kumaris. Less means almost 12-15 lakh are Brahma Kumaris regular students who listen this God's versions called Murli. But 33 crore deities will come at the end of Silver Age. So at the end time, before destruction, at the end time, lot of queues of people will be started to come in Brahma Kumaris, either headquarters or local centers everywhere in the world. So they will sit in queues outside to ask a drop of peace and happiness. When the Pope came, so many people went there. That one is the Father of all. He is the one who grants salvation to even the Pope. Only the Father gives true blessings. Those people give false blessings. BKs have to bless everyone. BKs means Brahma Kumaris and Brahma Kumars. We all are the children of Godfather. So we called as BKs. So BKs have to bless everyone. Because of having no understanding, they think that they are giving blessings. Who think that they are giving blessings? The sages, the great souls in the world, the sannyasis who sacrifice their households. So they think that they are giving blessings, but actually they are not giving. Because they have nothing. Whatever they have is blessing of God. So they think that they are giving blessing. When they come here, it is seen whether they are worthy of claiming blessings or not. None of their intellects knows what the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has in his intellect. The Father says, when they come here, I give them liberation and liberation in life and change them from human beings into deities. The sapling of heaven has to be planted. We can understand what type of sapling is being planted. You also have to think that when someone comes, you can grant him liberation and liberation in life. They say, I want liberation. Acha. Acha means, it is a Hindi word. Acha means well. W-E-L-L. Acha, if you remember the land of liberation, you will attain liberation. But if we not listen this knowledge, then we will go to the land of liberation in life, means heaven. Remember, the Father and your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. Acha means well. To this sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, and Baptada. Why Baba says good morning? Because Shiv Baba, Supreme Soul, used to come in body of Brahma Baba and used to give this knowledge in morning. That's why he wishes good morning. But according to students' time, we give classes on different times. Like sometimes we give in morning, sometimes in evening. So love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, and the Baptada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. Now you will listen something, and if you are able to write, so you can write. And from tomorrow, if you can unmute yourself, so you can tell with me as well. So just now listen with concentration and you can write as well. So from us, the children, the souls, love, remembrance and good morning to the mother, the father and Bapdada, and namaste to the Baba. Keep smiling always. Thanks, Baba. Now, essence for dharana. First point, do the service of staying in remembrance for a minimum of 8 hours. 8 hours. While living with everyone at home, make effort to break away. Break away means by intellect from everyone and connect yourself to the one. Second point, become students with sharp intellects, not dull heads. Become sticks for the blind, like the Father, and show everyone the path to liberation and liberation in life. Now, blessing. May you be an accurate effort maker and make the one Father your support by letting go of any source of limited supports. Because many times we dependent on others, like either human beings or spiritual BKs, brothers and sisters. Sometimes we dependent on either YouTube commentaries, songs, musics to do a meditation. But now we have to letting go of any source of limited supports, because all these supports are to be broken at the end of this iron age. So only one is a permanent supporter is Godfather. So may you be an accurate effort maker. First of all, we need to make efforts to remember God. So may you be an accurate effort maker and make the one Father your support by letting go of any source of limited supports. Now, meaning of this blessing is let go of any limited supports which you have made your support. As long as you have those supports, you cannot make the Father your constant support. It is because you don't have the Father's support that you make limited sorry. So we will read again. It is because you don't have the Father's support that you make limited source your support. Limited things are deceptive, and so as you can see the fast speed of time fly fast above those limited shores and cross them in a second. If we want to fly in the subtle region, supreme abode, and go to a heaven and want to claim high status. So for that, we need to fly fast above those limited shores and cross them in a second. You will then be called an accurate effort maker. Now, slogan is to keep a balance of karma and yoga. Karma means actions. To keep a balance of karma and yoga is to be a successful karma yogi. Means whenever we do actions or karma, then if we recall God or remember God, connect ourselves with God, so that actions or that karmas will be successful. So we will be called a successful karma yogi. To keep a balance of karma and yoga is to be a successful karma yogi. Okay, Om Shanti. Now I am unmuting you. If you have any question, you can ask or you can write in chat box. Just confirm me one thing, either by writing or raising your hand, that could you understand this Murli? Yes or no? Okay. So if you have any question, you ask. Otherwise, we will listen one song and we will do a meditation by listening it. Okay. Thanks, Baba. Om Shanti.
Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. I'm a peaceful soul. ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है. Om Shanti, Om. This sound is a sacred sound. Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om. I'm a peaceful soul. बड़ा है सुख कर ये मंत्र मन हर. Om Shanti, Om. Light on the horizon, off starboard bow. Feel the spirit rising, hear the mighty shout. Oh, watch the whole creation turning inside out. He's making his will made known. The time for peace is now. Leaders at the table talking about an end to war. We need more than chess moves. We gotta open up the door and let a little sunlight shine on each and every face. In the sunlight of the morning, let them bless the human race, singing, we are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors, you and me. Feel the expectation, all the world around. Everybody's waiting to hear the joy sound, oh, of all the nations singing, singing out in harmony. There's a new world in the making. Won't you sing along with me? We are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors. We are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors, you and me. Shout it from the mountaintop, sail it on the breeze. The only way we're gonna have peace is when we come to see. We are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors. We are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors, you and me. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors.